Dear students, welcome back. Today we'll discuss about magnetic potential. So already we know that what is the electric potential. So how will you get the electric potential due to the that electric charge or electric field. So let us briefly see this electric potential, and after that we'll go to the magnetic potential or magnetic potential energy due to the dipole. So here, how will you get the electric potential? Let us, we will take two charges. One is a negative charge. I will take here one a negative charge or a positive charge. Any one of you take, and we will take one test charge, positive test charge. So this positive test charge we are bringing from the infinity point. So what we are doing, we are doing some work on this test charge to bringing the point of infinity to the this charge point, up to this charge point which is having the electric field surrounded by this charge. So while doing this work, this test charge is stores the some energy. That energy is called as electric potential energy. That energy is called as electric potential energy. So how will you define this electric potential energy? Electrical potential energy at a point in a electric field, and this electric field is defined as the work done. We are doing the work done in moving a unit positive test charge, unit positive test charge from infinity to the point against the electrostatic force. So what you are doing, you are doing the work against this electrostatic force. So of the electric field of the source charge, this is the source charge, and irrespective of the path followed. So while doing this work, it stores some energy. That energy is nothing but the electric potential energy. So electrical potential energy is difference between the initial potential energy and a final potential energy. So therefore this is gives the electric potential energy. So similarly what you will get a magnetic potential energy. So and then here, if we are seeing a for a dipole, what is the electric potential energy? So how you will get the electric potential energy for the electrostatic field or electrostatic potential? If two charges are placing in a electric field, two charges are placing in a electric field, then what will happen? Both charges are, one is a positive charge, another one is a negative charge. I will take here negative charge. So what will happen here? This positive charge is moving along with that electric field, and the negative charge is moving opposite to the that electric field, and this will act like a, this is, we are taking as a dipole, and this is produces a, or on this charges the torque is acting on it. So this torque is acting on it, and then torque is acting as a parallel to the that electric field, and this charge is moving in this direction, and this charge is moving in this direction. So this will produce the torque. That torque is nothing but movement of the couple. This is the couple, this is acts like a couple, and it means two equal and opposite forces are acting on the dipole. It constitutes the that couple, and then this couple is having the momentum, therefore that is produces the torque, and that torque is written like this: the torque equals to the cross product of, the torque is equals to the cross product of the momentum of the dipole, or a moment of the dipole, into the electric field, into the electric field. As in the form of this torque, we can write dipole moment into electric field into the sign of theta. So here, if you considering the angle theta, then acting on a dipole, and here we'll get a, the cross product of that P cross of E is gives the P into E into sin theta. So this is the electric dipole moment. So similarly, whatever we have discussed here, everything will happen in the magnetism also, so in a magnetization also. And how will you get the magnetic potential there, we'll see now. Let us see now magnetic potential. So what is the magnetic potential? In a scalar quantity, the magnetic potential is nothing but the electric potential, only the changes, only the difference is there, the electric and magnetic. So therefore we can define this magnetic potential at each point, at each point in a given magnetic field, in a given magnetic field is equal to the work done in bringing a unit north pole from a infinity to the point. So that is called as a magnetic potential. So how it is, we'll see now here. Let us take one bar magnet, and that bar magnet is placed in a uniform magnetic field. So if you place the uniform magnetic field, then what will happen? That bar magnet is considered as a normal material. If you place that normal material into the magnetic field, and it processes some amount of energy, it possesses some amount of energy, that energy is called as a magnetic potential energy. And how that magnetic potential energy is possessed, so we'll see now. Here let us will consider, and that magnet is situated like this. See here, I have placed the magnet into the that magnetic field. So therefore what will happen? This south pole and north poles are produces some magnetic field. So that field is nothing but M into B. The this north pole is generates the magnetic field in this direction, that is M into B, and the south pole is generates the magnetic field, that is M into B, in this direction, in opposite direction. So here, if I am going to move this magnet as rotational motion, so what will happen here? So let us take a one situation of this magnet. If the magnet is placed like this, situated like this, and if I am going to move this magnet from here, we'll take, this is the south pole and this is the north pole. If I am moving this north pole towards this direction, and if we are moving this north towards to this direction, and then this south will move in this direction. So this rotational motion, while doing this rotational motion, the magnetic field is generated in the that magnet, so that is gives the change in the energy. So for moving this position of the magnet to this position, we have to do some work. We have to do some work. if you are doing the some work on this and against the that magnetic field, then what will happen, whatever that moment from this point to this point is there, up to this point to this point, the displacement is there, so that will gives the energy, and that energy is storing in a magnetic system. That energy is storing in this magnetic system. So that energy is nothing but the magnetic potential energy. That energy is called as magnetic potential energy. That is only explained here. The work done bringing a unit north. It means wherever you will take unit north pole from infinity to the point, wherever you are going to take that infinity point. So from this point to this point, from this to point this point, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, it means this north pole is coming from, this is south pole. We'll consider this is south pole and this is a north pole. It means beginning what you are taking, this is the north pole and this is the south pole. So this north pole to south pole I'm moving the that magnet. So what the energy is stored in the that magnet we are observing here, and we are calculating that energy with the help of this procedure. So it means now we'll derive that magnetic potential energy due to the dipole. We'll derive that magnetic potential energy due to the dipole. See here, if I placed this magnet like this, it means this MB and this MB both are aligned in this direction only, in align same direction of this magnetic field. So therefore there is no torque. It means the torque is 0 when it is in the same alignment. So therefore the torque is 0, but the magnetic that potential is there. This magnetic potential is maximum. The magnetic potential is maximum, that is MB. So when if you are moving the magnet from this point to the perpendicular point, so in that time the magnetic potential is 0 and then torque is maximum. So why it is 0 and why it is maximum for the horizontal of the that magnetic placed into the that magnetic field, we'll see by using the that expression which is going to be acting on this magnetic bar. So what will happen, this bar magnet is acts like a dipole. So it means we have a two poles here. One is a south pole and another one is north pole. So we are doing some work to place the north pole from this point to the infinite point. So while doing the work, some of the magnetic energy is stored in the magnetic system. So that energy is produced by the moment of that dipole, and that moment of dipole is acting a torque. It means the torque is acting on it. Therefore torque equals to, that is the magnetic moment of the dipole into the cross of that magnetic field. So this one we can write the cross product of A cross of B is gives a magnetic moment into B into sine of alpha. So what I am doing here, this is the center of that magnetic bar, and then this is gives the direction of the magnetic field from this point to it means from this point to what I'm doing from this point, what the magnetic field is going to be produces due to the torque we are going to calculate. So this is similar to the whatever that electric field is generated. So now here alpha, so we'll gives the that angle is from this point to this point, I will give a alpha. So therefore the torque equals to the sine of alpha, mb sine of alpha. Let us now find this magnetic potential. We'll use the some arbitrary position for this magnet. So what we'll consider here, from this point to up to this point. So for the arbitrary position, so what will happen when it is moving against that magnetic field? Here we'll consider this is the magnetic field, this is the magnetic field, and what I am doing, I am taking a magnet from this point to the moving up to this point. So with making an angle theta, here I will consider this is the first position, that is a theta 1. So from this position to the next of the position up to the that position, I am going to consider that is nothing but from that point theta 1 to the up to the that theta 2. It means I am moving that magnet from the position of 1 to the position of 2. So that is from here to here, or otherwise up to here will take. So that is nothing but the theta 2. So therefore here up point of this B to the up to the at this point to moving a north pole is doing a work on it, and then with a making an a theta 1, and to the up to the I am moving this magnet to the theta 2. So we have to do some work on it, and then we'll get a that work is converted into the that potential energy into the that magnetic system. So therefore how it is, see here, for finding this potential energy, we'll do small work on it. It means to give the small rotation to the this magnet like this, from this theta to the from this delta theta. It means here we'll consider this is the theta, and if you are moving from this small position, we are changing the position of it is a very small, so therefore that is gives the theta plus d theta. It means you are applying a small work or is doing a small work, and the change or the rotation of that magnet is very small, that is theta plus d theta. So therefore here the torque is acting in this direction. So that torque is nothing but torque equals to m is the dipole moment and m into b into sine of theta here for this situation. So therefore here for this situation we have taken as tau equals to or a torque equals to mb sine of alpha. So finally we are finding that magnetic field which is generated into the that magnetic system, that is nothing but the mb sine theta. So to finding that one, what we are using were small changes in the that moment of the magnet in the dipole. So therefore here small changes in a or a small work is doing on the that magnet, dw is equals to the torque is acting on a dipole into the changes in the that angle. So it means what you have done there in a that electrostatics, work equals to the torque into that displacement. It means force into displacement, you are getting the that is the work. So similarly here, the rotation you are getting, it means you are taking as a theta, d theta. So now this is for a small work, and that small work is written dw equals to the torque is nothing but the m b sine of theta into d theta. So and complete work from this point to the that of angle of alpha. So now here complete work is equals to work is doing on the that magnet is equals to the integration of dw is equals to the integration of mb sine of theta into d theta. So therefore here the ranging from this work is from 0 to the w, and here the ranging from the angle theta 1 to the theta 2, theta 1 to the theta 2. So therefore the equation becomes w equals to the mb integration over the limit of theta 1 to the sine of theta into d theta. If you integrated this sine of theta, then what you will get? You will get minus of mb cos of theta. So therefore you will get here that is theta 1 to the theta 2. So we can write this one minus of mb cos of theta 2 minus of cos of theta 1. So we'll write this work is equals to the minus is taken inside into the that bracket, and m is a magnetic dipole moment and b is a magnetic field, and here you will get a cos of theta 1 minus of cos of theta 2. So this much of the work is doing on the that magnet, and this will store this magnet will store this energy which is we have done the work on it, and that will store in the that magnetic system only. So let us take some cases here. If the magnet is situated like this, the final position of the that magnet we have considered that is the alpha, and the initial position of that magnet is considered as a 90 degree. So if it is a 90 degree, the theta 1 is a 90 degree, and the theta 2 is considered final position is considered as a alpha. So therefore the potential energy of this system, is becomes u equals to we'll take that is a w equals to that w is nothing but work is nothing but the potential energy here only. So w equals to the mb cos of alpha minus of cos of 90. So then what you will get here? You will get that is a work equals to the mb cos of alpha, So for this situation, the potential energy here that is nothing but the mb cos of alpha. So we can write this one mb cos of alpha as in the dot product in the scalar form, that is capital M into b dot of capital M dot of b. So similarly for a next situation we will take, that is if the magnet is this is the theta 1, no, and this is the theta 2. It means we should write this is the 90 minus of cos of alpha, then it means you will get here minus of mb cos alpha, and here the minus m dot of b will get. And if the magnet is situated like this, it means this is the south pole and this is the north pole, and this is aligned in the direction of magnetic field, that mb is in this direction, this mb is in this direction. So and the angle is what you will get, angle theta equals to 0, theta is 0. Therefore it means that is alpha is equals to 0. and then the equation, the energy is, that energy is for this one minus of mb cos of 0, cos of 0. So therefore you will get u equals to minus mb, minus mb. This much of energy is stored in the, it means negative energy stored in the data magnet. And similarly, if the magnet is situated like this, it means this north pole is moving in this direction and south pole is moving in this direction. So it means completely it rotated into the 180 degree. So if it is rotated at 180 degree, then the north pole is came here and the south pole is came here. It means we have done a work on the magnet from this point to the this point. The displacement or rotation is given as 180 degree. Then the energy stored in the magnet, that is u equals to minus of mb cos of 180. So therefore minus of mb cos 180 is minus 1. So therefore here energy is becomes a positive. The energy is becomes a positive, that is u equals to mb. So this is about the magnetic potential is stored in the that magnet. So that is u equals to mb, and that is u equals to minus of mb. And also that potential energy of the magnet is depends on the whatever the that angle. So that whatever the that angle is changes from initial position to the final position. So this is all about a magnetic potential energy which is produced by the that magnetic field. And in the next session we will see the magnetic induction, that is magnetic induction and permeability and susceptibility. So I will give the assignment question. So that is nothing but what is the magnetic potential, and derive the magnetic potential energy due to dipole. Thank you.